Hey YouTubes! Some more health and fitness for you guys. I know I haven't done a video like this in a little while. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So we'll throw in a little disclaimer here for you guys. This health and fitness segments are all just about my health and fitness suggestions, tips, or things I generally do. I am by no means an expert. I'm not a personal trainer. So you can take my information with a grain of salt. You can try what I'm doing. If it doesn't work for you, that sucks. If it does, awesome. Or if maybe it just sparks some more research time for you guys so you can look into things more and find out what works and what's right for you. That's kind of why I'm doing this and what it's all about. So I get asked a lot by a lot of my friends, fellow models, what it is that I do to maintain my body and stay in a decent to good shape that I've always kind of been in. So like anything, I try to maintain an overall healthy lifestyle. What does that mean? That means I'm eating healthy, I'm making smarter choices, I'm making sure to take my vitamins, I'm drinking plenty of fluids, and I'm trying to be active, i.e. working out or physically challenging my body. No matter what you're doing for your diet, whether you are cutting down fats, you're doing the keto diet, Atkins diet, you're counting your calories, you're just eating whatever the hell you want, one thing that I have found that has super fast-tracked my health for me has been intermittent fasting. There's a lot of information out there for you guys on the internet, so I really encourage you to Google intermittent fasting and read up about it, because I'm sure there'll be more facts than what I'm going to remember right now. As well as there's many ways to do it. So for me, I found that intermittent fasting has been the easiest thing for me to implement in my life that helps me continue to have really good health and to maintain a lean body. So what the hell is intermittent fasting, or IF? Intermittent fasting is the decision to eat your food within a certain set amount of hours and to make sure that you are fasting between those hours from day to day. Because the hours that you are fasting, you're actually creating your body to get better at metabolizing your foods, breaking them down, storing them, and using them for energy. So it seems a little bit weird. It seems maybe a little bit too simple, but it has made a huge difference for me. I find it's like my cure-all. So times I haven't been able to get to the gym, times I haven't been able to eat as healthy, or I've just kind of fallen a little bit off the bandwagon, I have found that intermittent fasting has kind of helped keep me at a through level that has allowed me to maintain more of my same size and relatively same weight. What I do for intermittent fasting, I do the simple, easy way. I make sure I eat everything I'm going to eat in a day in a 9-hour window. Seems difficult. It really isn't. If I get up and have breakfast at 10 a.m., that means I have to be finished eating everything I'm going to eat for the day by 7 p.m. So 6:30 would be dinner time, say. That way by the end of dinner, I've finished eating all my calories for the day, and now I'm done. I would then not eat for the next 15 hours until 10 o'clock the next day. Heck, I might even not eat till 11. And then at 11 o'clock, I'd eat my first meal. Last meal would be finished by 8 p.m. and so on and so forth. It's easy to set a timer on your phone and track. Now, for guys, you guys can do 8 hours. 8 hours is awesome for men. For us ladies, I highly suggest you don't do 8 hours. Anything under 9 hours for women on an ongoing basis can actually start to mess with your hormone levels, and I'm sure you don't want that, ladies, because that can be devastating. So everything in 9 hours. So you're still going to intake the same amount of calories you would in a day. You're still going to have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if that's what you're used to having, and your snacks. But rather than have them spread out over a 12 to 16-hour window in which you're awake, you're going to cram them into your 9 hours. Now that said, I also always go with the theory of never hungry, never full. So I never try to eat to the point of excess that I feel super full. I just try to eat to the point where I feel comfortable and I feel that my hunger has been sated. So that said, I found it quite easy to implement because I'm not much of an evening night snacker. I was having a bowl of fruit in the evenings, so I just cut that out. Instead, I had my fruit as a snack during the middle of the day. Now, if you're having troubles adjusting, which anything that you switch will be hard at first. I know the first 2 weeks I did have cravings after my eating hours were over, and I very simply used hot water with a little bit of lemon or I bought herbal tea and I had that with no sugar or no milk in it. So that could kind of just give me a little slight flavor of something warm to fill my stomach, and I was good to go. Now, I still drink water in between my eating hours. The odd occasion I'll have a cup of coffee in the morning, but for me, a cup of coffee is literally just coffee, a little bit of stevia, and a little bit of almond milk. I try to keep that down, and I try to also maintain that in my eating hours. So what's so great about intermittent fasting? Well, think about it. We used to be cavemen. We used to not eat 3 times a day. We only used to be able to eat when there was food around. And we would be fasting in between the times that we had the availability to get to food because we didn't have fridges and we didn't have the ability to preserve our foods. And our bodies were leaner, and our bodies learned to process our foods better. When you're doing intermittent fasting, you're actually burning fat. Your body is storing things and building muscle more, so you're leaning down. You're also regulating your insulin levels. And for us girls, I also found during the times in which I had my period while I was intermittent fasting, my period was lighter, my cramps were less, and it overall was just a much more enjoyable experience, if you can use that term for that. I mean, within reason, but you know. So I very much have found that once I've adjusted to being on intermittent fasting, it's been super easy to maintain. I have noticed a huge difference in myself. I've noticed at times where I haven't been to the gym for months on end that other than losing a little bit of muscle tone, which is expected when you're not working out, my body maintains its shape and its size and its weight. So all my clothes still fit. I still felt comfortable in my own skin, and I didn't feel like all of a sudden like, you know, time was going backwards and, oh, I must hide. So I really challenge you guys, I'm going to call it the Katie Banks Challenge, to try intermittent fasting. I have challenged many of my own friends and other models that I know to try the same thing. It seems difficult, but really it's not. I challenge you to try it. Try it for 3-4 weeks at least, because 2 weeks will take time to adjust to it, and you can go from there. Now, I really found that cravings were less, that bloating was less, and that overall my body just felt more alive and energized the longer I've done intermittent fasting. There you guys have it, something simple and easy you can throw into your regular workout routine, your regular lifestyle, that's going to help you to lean down a tiny bit. It's going to help you feel less bloated, have more energy. It's going to help your body function and run better, which, let's be honest, something as simple as just making sure you eat in 9 hours, it's not really that difficult to implement. It's a lot easier than some of these crazy fad diets. That said, if you're on one of these crazy fad diets and you're loving it and it's working for you, don't have to change that. You can implement intermittent fasting alongside whatever else you are doing, which is something I really loved about it, because for me, I try to make my fitness be something that's easy for me to maintain, and my healthy eating being something that isn't going to be crushing and super difficult and frustrating every day. So the intermittent fasting has really helped for that, especially at times when I felt that I maybe fell off a healthy eating bandwagon and kind of was eating more junk. I was still making sure not to like explode my calorie levels for the day, but I was still eating even the food that's not as good for me in the 9-hour window for intermittent fasting. And I still noticed it was helping me maintain the body, the shape, and the size that I wanted. So I dare you guys to try it. What can it hurt? If you don't like it, if it didn't do nothing for you, you can always just go back to what you were doing. But there you guys have it. I hope that you are enjoying my health and fitness tips, and that if any of them even just so much as inspires you to Google intermittent fasting and read up about it, because there's many different ways you can implement it, many different theories on it, and no one is wrong. They're all different, and it all depends on who you are as a person and what works for you. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I wish you all the best on your fitness and health journey. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button and check out these videos for awesome things that will be on my channel. Have a good one, guys.